This week on Pop Fiction, Ralphie D remembers and JB recommends something cool.
Damn right.
Okay, this is 252 Pop Fiction, and you'll find all the news and reviews in pop culture that's right to type. Today's top story. Due to many critics of Mike Tyson's 58 years old, which are opposed to him facing 27-year-old Jake Paul, the iconic heavyweight champion's ulcer flare-up forced him to reschedule the match, which only made people's worries about his health worse. The fight now has been permanently canceled, even though I want to make an amendment that I did see that there are actually still reports that the fight is supposed to be happening in November.
You know what? We can't have anything nice. We got astronauts stranded in space. We got this whole debacle. I don't think it's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen.
I'm one of those people that feel like this fight should have never happened because Mike is old. I didn't want Mike to fight Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones.
I was like, yo, like we don't need this.
Though.
I know, but you don't need to fight, man.
Mike want to fight, but this has been so long and drawn out. I'm beyond.
Now this reminds me, I don't know who the fighter was, some old guy who was on a talk show, and their family's trying to talk him out of fighting. He's punch drunk. He can hardly put together sentences, and he's still getting in the ring. And they're talking about they ought to pass a law with crooked managers, taking him out of the country so he can fight legally, and it's sad if you pass.
Well, I don't know. I feel like Mike still got his. I feel Mike still got his faculties about him.
Oh,
and
yeah.
he looks like he's in incredible shape. But on the inside of his body, if you don't have it, then you should probably
retire.
He's been retired. This is an exhibition.
Stay retired.
Just stop.
Should retire.
You still, and then you don't want anything to mess up your legacy.
I just don't want to see him get hurt.
I know. Then we'd be like,
I want to see that other boy get hurt, though.
I really do. That's what I really want.
I mean, well, if you did, you would have watched the other fight he did in preparation for the other one. But you don't really care about him. You care about the other guy, which is Mike Tyson.
I asked my 15-year-old if she knew who Mike Tyson was. She said, yeah. I said, do you know about the upcoming fight? She said, yeah. I said, who are you rooting for? She's like, Jake Paul. I was like, you. 15-year-old. Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore will bide their time until SpaceX's upcoming taxi trip, scheduled to take off in September and land in February. NASA has declared that astronauts Butch Wilmore and Suni Williams, who have been stranded in space since June, will not be able to return home until the next year.
Yeah, this was supposed to be a 4-hour tour.
It's going to be 4 hours to them. They're in space.
Yeah,
Time moves differently.
I think, what was it? It was supposed to be, 2 weeks, 3 weeks that they were up there?
Yeah.
And they had issues with the
return capsule. It wasn't aligning correctly with the International Space Station. So now SpaceX to the rescue?
Yeah, hopefully they get home.
Yeah, to the rescue when we come back in February. So, and they're not even there yet. So it's just been the two of them up in there.
No, that's not true. There are more people up there.
I
was under the impression
I thought there was only the two of them.
No, there are other people on the International Space Station.
Well, how come they can't? Well, when are they leaving?
Hopefully those guys get back safe. That's all we care about.
Absolutely. Americans!
In a way, I'd go up on that space station.
Well, that's why you're not an astronaut.
In a way, I'd be an astronaut.
Absolutely astronaut.
And is anybody else, right now when JP said that, I had the training montage from Armageddon just blast through my head. Where all of us going in, 252s preparing to go to space. And it's like, hey, I just got my shot. I'm good to go.
Got to bounce. Later, guys. Have fun in space.
Yeah.
Did you know that we're on a 2-ton, nuclear bomb? Yeah.
Edgar Wright, the director of Baby Driver, will co-write the script with Michael Bacall as co-writer on Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. A new adaptation of Stephen King's The Running Man has received the go-ahead from Paramount Pictures, and shooting is set to begin in November, starring Glenn Powell in the title role.
And I put this in because I felt like we just talked about that. It was JB. He was like, hey, they never did The Running Man.
The Running Man was an awful
short
book.
story, right?
And the Running Man movie was nothing like the story, and it was fantastic.
Right.
And now they're going to make Stephen King's version, which is going to put everyone to sleep.
Not with Glenn Powell in the title role. He's dreamy.
It was.
I've heard.
It was a terrible story. The stalkers were just guys in 3-piece suits flying around on a jet trying to catch up with the Running Man. And all the Running Man did was he was forced to do a broadcast every 24 hours, and he was trying to get the message out to the revolution.
Okay, and all that stuff that was added, like the commercials and all the other
the game
TV
show,
shows and
all that stuff
was
So
added.
Richard Dawson wasn't in the book? Son of a bitch!
It was a terrible story.
Now we have to put a whole thing of who Richard Dawson was.
Yeah.
The thing,
It was actually Steve Harvey.
he had a collection called the Bachman books, all the stories he wrote under that pseudonym. There was one called The Long Walk, which was just fantastic.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Better than Lawnmower Man?
Lawnmower Man was terrible.
But
the movie.
The Long Walk was good. It's like the only good story in that book, and it's the only one they won't make into a movie. Or at least a TV special, something. You do the Langoliers, but you won't do the Long Walk.
Ooh, that was terrible.
That was terrible.
It had Balky in it.
Becky Bartolomeusz?
Yeah.
It's terrible. He
bad.
picks terrible stories to put forward.
Well, I mean, you can't say that. I mean,
Yes, I can.
Yeah, well, you did.
Yeah, everybody has their own opinion, just like my opinion on this week's review. The Crow. When the monsters from Sally Webster's dark background finally catch up with Eric Draven, her soulmate, they are brutally slain. Presented with the opportunity to rescue his beloved by self-sacrifice, Draven makes a comeback to exact brutal what does that say? Retribution on the assassins navigating both the living death realms to make amends.
That was a mouthful.
Oh man, no comments. And these don't work either. Oh.
You need a stronger prescription.
Yeah, and I would definitely need a stronger prescription to watch this movie too a second time because I couldn't watch it. It was very much something that tired me. I couldn't.
It tired you?
Wait, did you go in tired?
No, I went in on my birthday, excited, ready to paint the town red, and walked out very disappointed and well rested.
Wow. JB, did you see The Crow?
Not yet.
No. I saw this and I have a different opinion than my esteemed cohort. I enjoyed this movie. It's getting eviscerated everywhere that I've looked thus far, but it was all right. It wasn't bad. Myself and me and Pup, we have had discussions about it.
Pup and I.
Me, Pup, and I.
No.
Well, I guess
had a
we
great
say it like
discussion. Had a great discussion about it, and we both enjoyed it.
Okay.
It's gory. It makes hardly any sense.
Okay, do you?
But
Is
it's
it
okay.
compared to the Brandon Lee cult classic, The Crow?
I've got
that
some deep feelings about the original, and nothing will be able to kind of tarnish that or chip into it at all. This was just a fine companion piece updated for today. That was
Quick impression,
enjoyable.
bang, bang, fuck, I'm dead. That was the first
Yeah, I know. I just watched it.
Yeah, that was good.
Well done. I must say.
Does it hold up?
Not this one.
No. So
No, I was talking about his
Juggalo Crow, no good.
Juggacrow? Boy, that sounds like a racial term.
That's got to be a slur somewhere.
Right. So JB, what do you have to recommend this week?
This week, JB recommends the Samurai Trilogy, a famous series of movies sometimes called the Japanese Gone with the Wind.
Shogun, son of Shogun,
No.
sister
No.
Shogun.
It is, the first one's Musashi Miyamoto, the second one is Duel at Ganru Island, and the third one is Duel at Ichijoji Temple. It depicts the early life of the legendary warrior Musashi Miyamoto, his years as an aspiring warrior, an outlaw, and finally a true samurai. This is interesting. They wrote the book. It was part of it, when he was in the big cities and whatnot, traveling to and from, they have historical information on him.
What year?
The gaps in his life. This is feudal Japan.
I'm sorry. What year did it come out? I'm sorry.
Oh, it came out in the 60s.
Oh.
But,
so this is not the one that's starring Sonny Chiba.
No, it's starring the great Toshiro Mifune.
Toshiro Mifune.
Yes, and what they did was they wrote...
How did you not know?
They wrote the historical parts accurately, and he filled in the blank spots with fiction. So the book is both fiction and nonfiction depicting this guy's life, and these 3 movies are just incredible. This is the guy who pretty much wrote the Bushido Code, and it's a great watch.
Bushido Code also in the aforementioned Ghost Dog, Way of the Samurai.
Oh, sorry. I just threw up a little in my mouth.
Never saw it.
It's not good.
So check out the Samurai Trilogy. That's what it's usually referred to as. You can rewrite the video, and I gave you the titles. Check it out. Great movies.
Oh. Very nice recommendation. This week, Ralphie D remembers K-Tel. Pray tell, what is K-Tel?
Don't remember.
Do tell.
K-Tel International Limited is a Canadian company which formerly specialized in selling consumer products through infomercials. However, what I remember are the compilation albums that came out in the 70s under the K-Tel banner.
Oh no, my brother. You need to get your own. That's it?
K-Tel, and they had that awesome logo that was so good. I'm telling you.
Hey man, where did you get that Dope Fly Slamming album, man?
Yeah.
Let me get that.
So now K-Tel Records has also produced Canadian children's music called Mini Pop Kids, and it distributed over 200,000 songs worldwide on albums that you've seen and probably your mom probably had in her cabinet. And the company still earns profits from its catalog from Billboard charting hits by the original artists like Chubby Checker, The Romantics, Little Richard, etc. Check out a K-Tel. I think we should put a 30-second commercial in here.
I can literally hear the viewership dropping.
Oh, yeah. But people don't like records no more.
You said you led with Chubby Checker. Come on down, baby.
Let's do the twist. Hey, I'm Robbie D, and that's news to me.
Uncle Water Kurt. Are you you're gonna keep going? Now we have to pay for that. Uncle Water Kurt. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
We ain't paying for shit. We'd like to hear what you think.
Leave us a comment down below. Let your opinion be heard.
And if you like this video, please check out other videos on our channel.
I'm JB, and this is 252 Pop Fiction, where you hear it
first.
That's 2 different songs, so they can't get us.
I'm Adonis. Pull yourself together.